Hey out there, and welcome. I'm Kate, and I'm here today with Memphis, and I have for you a class that will demystify the super fancy, what the heck is going on here infinity pose that maybe you've seen while scrolling through Instagram. So we're gonna work some hips, some hamstrings, and our sense of humor. Grab a strap. You're definitely gonna want something like this. If you find when we get there that you don't care about it, that's fine. But if you don't have it and we get there and you need it, you're gonna be mad at me. So grab one now, grab a couple of blocks if you like to practice with that, a blanket if you wanna cozy up, find a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna start on our backs, and I'm gonna try my best to keep this to a 40 to 45 minute class. Something that doesn't go too long, but this is definitely a pose that'll be easier to get into if we prep intelligently and with, thoroughness. So go ahead. If you want a blanket underneath your dome, you can. Grab your strap, have it at the ready, and we're gonna lay down. All right, if you're feeling super tight in your low back, if it's early in the day, you can keep your knees bent, feet wide, knees bonking toward each other. Feel yourself settle in here. If you feel a little bit more open and maybe it's later on in the day and you're kind of feeling good in your body and it's okay with your hips, we're gonna bring the legs into Supta Baddha Konasana. You can use blocks underneath you if you want, or you can stick your fists under, right at the base of your thigh bone there, the root of your thigh bone. And relax. And allow yourself to slow down. Breathe. And before we start moving, just give yourself permission to just kind of lay out on the floor. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. I can do as many of those as you need to do. You start to relinquish the burdens of your day and the stress of your day. All right, and then from here you're gonna open your eyes. Draw your knees in. Rock a little bit side to side, maybe make some circles. All right, right knee stays in, left foot's gonna drop to the mat. You're gonna grab the strap and take it over the ball of your right foot. One strap in each hand, right? Arm bones drop down. Now press the ball of your foot into the strap. Draw your pinky toe edge back toward your nose. And if you're feeling super tight in your back leg, or in your back leg, in the back of your leg, and you look more like this, that's cool. Keep this left knee bent and just work on lengthening through that hamstring. If you want to, you can extend the left leg out. This adds a little sauciness to the whole thing. Okay, here we go. You're gonna take both straps into your right hand. Left arm comes out to the left, or you can anchor down through this left side and take this leg out to the right. Let your outer right hip kind of curl underneath. Press down through the top of this left thigh so your left leg's active while you're here. Inhale, bring it back up through center. You're gonna take the straps into your left hand. And we've done this a bunch of times if you've practiced with me. This is one of my favorites. You're just gonna take the leg over a few inches. Maybe your foot kind of hovers over the left hip point, and then take your right thumb and you're gonna hook it into your hip crease. And you're gonna feel that outer right hip kind of press away. Yep. All right, this is where we start to have a little bit of fun. We're gonna come back up through the middle, take the straps into your right hand, all right? If you've got a blanket underneath your head, it might complicate things. I'm gonna move mine out of the way. because I don't really care so much about it. You're gonna take your left arm, reach it right alongside your ear, and carefully roll onto your left side. You're gonna roll, 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 roll until your inner edge of your right foot hits the floor. You're gonna kick that right foot out and just kind of sneak yourself onto your stomach. So now your right leg's coming straight out to the side, and we're just gonna hang here for a minute. You can press down through the pinky toe edge of that foot, just working into your inner thigh a little bit more through that right side. Okay, and then you're gonna take the strap, if it's hanging out in your back, and you're just gonna move it. This is a little bit awkward, not gonna lie, but you know what? When is it not awkward? When we're in here. You're gonna slide your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your back toes, and getting the strap off of your foot, we're gonna come on up and swing this right leg up and back into a down dog split. Bend your knees, stack your hip, open it up for a moment. You can take your gaze underneath your armpit if you're feeling like it, and then square it off. Gaze forward, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. And we're gonna lower the back knee and find lizard. So lizard can be here up on your hands. If you wanna lower it down a bit, you can come onto the forearms, onto the floor, or on one of the blocks. Just give yourself a second to kind of relax into this. I know it's early. We're going for it. Why not? All right, then you're gonna tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee, and you're gonna step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. And we come here into Malasana. And if it's early, you might need to navigate. Negotiate is really the word I was thinking about. You want a blanket underneath your heels or blocks underneath your butt. Take a couple of breaths here. You're gonna drop your left fingertips to the mat, lean a little bit over to the left side, shoulder into that inner thigh, sweep your right arm up. You can take your gaze up to your right hand or keep it down on the floor. When you exhale, bring your hands back through the middle, and this time we're gonna lean to the right. Fingertips to the mat, lean in a little bit, hug that knee into your shoulder, and when you're ready, you're gonna sweep the left arm up. So good. When you exhale, both hands come down, and then from here, grab your strap so you know you've got it at the ready. Gonna drop your butt to the floor and roll onto your back. Maybe rock a little bit again if you want to. Here we go. Right foot to the mat. Strap over the ball of your left foot. Take it up. Same deal here. One strap in each hand, arm bones drop down. You can press a little bit into the ball of your foot, pull the pinky toe edge back. If you want to keep your right knee bent, your foot flat, cool. If you want to stretch it out, you can do that too. Oh, feels good. The back of your thigh, press gently toward the short end of your mat. And then bring both straps into your left hand. Gonna anchor down through your right side and come out and over to the left. And again, you wanna try to hug that outer left hip underneath you. Keep the top of your right thigh rooted down. If you have tight hip flexors, your leg might be off the floor. It's fine. It's fine. Just work on anchoring as best you can. Inhale, come on up through the middle. Both straps into your right hand. Gonna take it over to the right, just a hair. Not crazy, you don't wanna lift this left side off the floor. You wanna keep it all kind of glued down. Hook your left thumb into your hip crease. I feel like you know you're doing it right when your eyeballs wanna pop right out of your skull. Okay? Okay, back up through the middle. Both straps into your left hand. Right arm's gonna reach alongside your ear. We're gonna do that same roll as controlled as you can. Roll to your right. As you do, you're gonna drop the inner edge of your left foot to the mat. Keep that left leg straight. And we're gonna negotiate. And I'm gonna negotiate a little bit more because I'm stuck against the wall. But here we are, laying here, hanging out. You can press the pinky toe edge of your foot down toward the mat and breathe. Inner left thigh, just working on a stretch there. No big thing, right? Okay, so now we're gonna get rid of this strap. Take it off your left foot. Here we go. Slide your hands underneath you. Tuck those right toes under. Down dog split. Left leg's gonna lift up. Inhale. Oh, when you exhale, bend your knees, stack your hip, open it up. Oh, yeah. All right, and then square it off. Kick straight back behind you. Gaze forward, lizard. Step to the outside edge of this left hand. Drop your back knee if you want. You can stay up on your hands. Lower down. Find what works for you. Maybe this side feels insanely different. Sometimes that's the name of the game. You got this. Tuck your right toes under. Lift your back knee. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, coming into Malasana. Okay. Here we go. Find your squat. Again, if you want blanket or blocks underneath you in any form or fashion, go for it. Here we go. You're gonna take your left fingertips to the mat. Again, lean a little bit over to the left. Sweep your right arm up. Just a little twist here. I call this Spider-Man pose. I don't really know what it's called, but I feel like Spider-Man every time, like I'm shooting webs. If you want to go a little deeper here, you can flip your palms and wrap around so the left arm comes in front of your shin, your left shin, right? And we're gonna find a bind here. Maybe, maybe not. Inhale. When you exhale, release. Come back through the middle. Second side. Right fingertips to the mat. I'm gonna lean a little bit. Sweep it open. You can come to the bind if you want. Flip and grab. Full breath. And then slowly as you exhale, we're gonna rewind. Press into your feet. Straighten those legs, a little wide-footed Uttanasana. Let yourself hang and maybe sway. Yes. All right. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale and fold. Press the floor away. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. When you get to the top, you're gonna interlace your last 3 fingers. So your index fingers and your thumbs are free, but everything else is interlaced. Soften your shoulders away from your ears, but press up into your fingertips. Inhale, and when you exhale, you're gonna lean gently to the left. You can pull with that left hand. You can take your gaze underneath your armpit or down to the floor. Inhale up through the middle. Exhale, come out and over to the right side. Keep those feet rooted, keep your tailbone long. You can take your gaze up if you want. Inhale up through the middle. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna walk it back. Take a moment here in your dog. Pedal it out, sway your hips. If there's any way you like to move when you get into your first down dog, any way you need to move, then go for it. And then come back to kind of steadiness here, shoulder blades in. Yes. Ready? Inhale, we rock forward, find plank. Exhale, lower your knees, come on into table, keep your hips stacked over your knees. You're gonna walk the hands forward, coming into puppy pose. Wrap those triceps in, sink your chest down, drag the heads of your arm bones into the sockets so you stay connected, integrated through your shoulders. Lift through the low belly, even as you drop your chest to the mat. You can take your gaze forward, or keep it straight down. Slowly start to walk your hands back underneath you. From here, you're gonna tuck your toes under, sit your hips back on your heels for a moment. Take your fingertips behind you, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest. That's it. Press through those fingertips, come on back up through your table. And this time we're gonna take puppy pose, but onto the pinky edges of our hands, right? So gonna walk both hands out, palms face each other. Maybe not as far as you would traditionally go in a puppy pose. That's cool. You're gonna root through the pinky edges, draw your arm bones back into the sockets, pull your hips back, and breathe. Oh. Keep that pressing motion down through your pinkies. Feel the upper arms lift. Gonna take another breath. And then walk your hands back underneath you. Untuck your toes, sit your hips back on your heels for a moment here. Take your fingertips behind you one more time. Take your knees a little bit wider than your hips, roll your shoulders back and lift into your chest. And then maybe here, if you want, you can lift your hips off the mat. Drop your hips down, bring your knees back toward each other, and from here, press yourself forward, downward facing dog. Yes, we got this. Take your gaze forward, walk or hop, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and let it go. Press into your feet, come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. When you get to the top, grab that left wrist in your right hand, scoop your tailbone, lengthen up. We're gonna take another side lean, this time to the right the first time. Press through that left foot. Inhale up through the middle. Exhale, right wrist in the left hand. Shoulders soften away from your earlobes as you lean to the left. Imagine that you can make your right side rib cage even longer. Inhale up through the middle. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Step it back. Inhale, come forward through plank. When you exhale, drop your knees. Find table. Okay, here we go. Inhale, reach that right leg straight back behind you. When you exhale, take your knee over to that left tricep. Inhale, kick it back, tuck the back toes, down dog split, sweep your hip open for a moment, right hip on top of left, bend your knee. Gaze forward, square off your hips, lizard again, right foot to the outside of your right hand. Drop your back knee. Gonna stay up on our hands this time around. Feel your hips sink, let your chest lift up. Inhale. As you exhale, rock your hips back, coming into a little Ardha Hanuman on the inside of your foot here. If blocks work better for you underneath your hands, then please, by all means, keep blocks underneath your hands. Keep sending those sitting bones back behind you. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, work to bend your elbows like you could drop your forearms to the mat. Inhale, press into your hands, straighten your arms. Exhale, sink your elbows. Inhale, straighten those arms. One more time, you're gonna exhale, bend into it. Oh. Inhale, come on, back up. Gonna walk your hands forward, bend your right knee. Here we go. Right hand to your thigh. Roll your right shoulder open. The butt can stop right here. If you wanna come into a quad stretch, gonna bend this back knee. Grab a hold of the outer edge of your foot with your right hand. Peel your chest back. And breathe. Yes. Nice easy breath here. If you need to lasso your foot with a strap, then take the time to do that. It'll be worth it, I promise. And then both hands to the mat. Here we go. Down dog split. Right leg up. Exhale, you're gonna step that foot now up between your thumbs, coming into crescent lunge. Rise up. Scissor through your inner thighs, sink your weight down. Low belly, strong, engaged, and lifted. All right, hands to prayer. Shift onto this right leg. We're gonna bring it forward, left knee into your chest. Flex that left foot, and you're gonna hook your ankle onto the top of your right thigh. Sink your hips and breathe. All right, here we go. Right hand is gonna come to the left knee. Take your left arm up, and we're gonna do just a little kind of like twisty side lean. Take your gaze underneath your left armpit. And then back through the middle. We're gonna step up, draw your knee in, and then step down, left foot next to your right, and fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back through plank. Vinyasa how you want to. Knees, chest, chin. Chaturanga if you want it. Baby cobra or an upward facing dog. And then pull it back. Downward facing dog for a breath. And then drop those knees to the mat. Table. Left leg sweeps back. Three-legged table, inhale. When you exhale, take that knee to the right tricep, hug it in. Inhale, kick it back. Tuck your right toes under, down dog split. Left leg lifts. Sweep that left hip open, bend your knees, stack your hips. Gaze forward, square it off. A lizard on this side. Drop your back knee. Take a moment, let those hips sink. Feel the front of your body extend from that right knee all the way up into your sternum. Yes, inhale. Exhale, drag your hips back for this little slightly wider version of Hanuman. Grab your blocks if you want them. Feel your sitting bones stretch back behind you. Inhale, lengthen. When you exhale, bend your elbows. Press them toward the mat. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend and bow. Straighten those arms. Bend your knees. You're going to walk your hands forward. Right hand stays down. Left hand at the top of your left thigh. Find your twist. And you can stay right here. You can grab a strap if you want. And go for that quad stretch. Left hand to the outer edge of your back foot. And breathe. One more breath here. I'm going to slowly let it go. Hands to the mat, down dog split. Take that left leg up and back. When you exhale, step it up between your thumbs. Crescent lunge. Inhale up. Scissor your thighs. Sink a little deeper. We're having tons of fun here. Hands come to prayer. Shift your weight to your left foot. Drag your right knee in. Nesting pigeon, here we go. Right ankle to the top of the left thigh. Sit your weight back. Feel your sitting bones press behind you. Left hand to that right knee. Right hand up alongside your ear. And we're gonna add a little lean, but a twist too. And then back through the middle. Press the floor away, drag your knee into your chest, and then a right foot next to the left. Fold, Uttanasana. All right, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press the floor away, come all the way up again. Urdhva Hastasana. Drop your right hand to the outer edge of your right thigh. Lengthen that tailbone. Come on up and stretch over to the right. Let those right fingertips kind of drag down your outer hip there, your outer thigh. Inhale up through the middle. Exhale, drop your left hand down. Lengthen out of the waist and then down through your foot. Come over to the left side. Inhale, come on up. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift. And a downward facing dog. Take it back. All right, inhale, float your right leg up, stretch it back. Exhale, right knee to that left tricep. You're gonna hold it here. Okay, and now drop that left heel. Shift your weight into your right hand. Take your left hand to your right knee. You're just gonna kind of squeeze it in and hug. Right? Left hand on the floor. Down dog split. Sweep it up and then bend your knees, stack your hip. Open it up. Give yourself a break here. Yeah. And then square it off, gaze forward. Right foot up between your thumbs. Drop your back knee. Anjaneyasana. Inhale it up. Nice lift through your low belly. When you exhale, you're going to take your hands down to the floor. You're going to sweep this left foot behind you to the right. Slide your right forearm onto the top of your thigh. If you want to blanket underneath this knee, I mean, it makes sense. So go for it. Top arm right alongside your ear. Little tiny baby side angle pose. Yep. All right, and press into this foot. We're gonna come on up. Little baby warrior two. Back knee still down, front knee bent. Soften your shoulders. Play with where your hips feel good in space. And then little baby trikonasana. Straighten your front leg, come out and over. And maybe your hand can come to the floor to the inside of your knee. Maybe you want to block underneath there. And then take your top arm alongside your ear. Feel that top shoulder roll open. Just gonna breathe some space into this left side. Reach up, come on back through. Bend this front knee again. This time full on baby side angle. Come to the inside of your foot so you can lean a little bit into this inner thigh. Top arm alongside your ear one more time. Deep breath. And then we're gonna windmill down, coming back into lizard. So this left foot gonna have to slide back behind you. Maybe you need to shift so your knee skin doesn't feel all weird and crinkly. And we're gonna hang here. Okay? All right, so we're gonna go a little bit into crazy town. So you can come with me or stop at any point along the way. So now we're gonna take this right leg and slide your shoulder underneath and come to the outside edge here. If that feels good, then you can stay right here. It's totally a legit place to stop. If you want to go a little deeper, you're going to lower onto this left forearm. Onto the block, onto the floor. This is a good place to stop. If you want to go even deeper, you can bend this back knee. Reach around and grab for your foot. Yes, I said it. This is like a little bound lizard pose. All right? Okay, not so bad. Take a breath. And then let it go. Release, plant your hands. Oh, a downward facing dog. Rock it out, sway it out. Oh. Come on, forward through plank. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga if you want it. Baby cobra or upward facing dog. And downward facing dog, pull it back. Okay. Okay. Take that left leg, swing it up. Stretch it back. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Hug it in and hold. Then we're going to drop this right heel. Shift your weight to your left hand. Grab this knee. Pull it in. I know, it's crazy, but we're doing it. Right? Right hand down. Left leg up. Down dog split. Take a moment, bend your knee, sack your hip, open it up. And then gaze forward. Step your left foot up between your thumbs. And drop your back knee. Anjaneyasana. Back knee down, fingertips up. Sides of your body nice and long. You're super happy you're here. I'm super happy you're here, so that makes one of us. Relax your shoulders and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, fingertips down to the mat. Now this right foot is gonna sweep behind you to the left edge of your mat. Slide your left forearm onto the top of your thigh. Tiny baby, side angle. Yes. Press into your foot, come on up. Little warrior two action here. And then we're gonna straighten this left leg. Come out and over. Trikonasana. Fingertips to the floor or to a block, or just grazing the mat. Take your top arm alongside your ear. We're just trying to focus on finding length here through this side. Yes. Here we go. We're going to bend this knee, sneak your left hand down and in. Super duper huge side angle baby pose. Yes, again, focus on finding length through the outer right edge of your body, even as you kind of lean into this inner thigh. Take another breath. Okay, right hand to the mat, lizard. Adjust that knee skin. All right, so you're gonna stay here on the hands. If you wanna go a little deeper, gonna slide your left arm underneath. Take this leg up and onto the top of your shoulder. Here we go. This is good here. You can stop here. Just work this place, this kind of half bound place. If you want to, come along for the ride. Gonna lower that right forearm. And then bend that back knee. And maybe reach for the foot. Mercy. Breathe. A strap is always good to have here if you need a strap to grab your foot. When you exhale, let it go. Plant your hands, downward facing dog. If you crave a vinyasa after all that, then please, by all means, grab yourself a vinyasa. I'm not gonna fault you for that. You can skip it and hang out in dog. All right, so press into those hands. Drag your sitting bones back. Feel your heels sink toward the mat. Here we go. Take your gaze forward. Walk or hop, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, find your length. Exhale and fold. All right, left fingertips to the floor or a block, kind of between your feet here. Right hand to your low back. Inhale, lengthen. When you exhale, you're gonna roll your right shoulder open as you bend your left knee. Oh, you can take this right arm, stretch it up. That's good. Take a breath. And then let it go. Our right hand down, same deal. Press into the floor of that block, lengthen out. Exhale, left hand to your low back, your outer hip. We're gonna twist to the left, bend your right knee. Feel this outer left hip draw back. Can sweep your left arm up. Inhale, exhale, and fold. We're gonna take that one step deeper. So feet slightly wider. Ready? And take your left hand, slide it through your legs. Bend your left knee. And you're gonna flip the palms like we did before, except now you're on the outside of your hip here and the inner edge of your leg. Here we go. Left leg bound with hands or a strap. Lengthen up, straighten that right leg, and roll your right shoulder open. If you wanna work towards straightening both legs, I mean, by all means, go for it. Take a breath. And then let it go. I won't make you stay there long. Give yourself a second to... Okay, second side. Right hand's gonna slide through, right? Bend your right knee, flip your palm, grab that outer right butt. You can use a strap if you want. It helps to take the strap in your left hand, so gravity drops the strap into your right hand. Right? You're gonna lengthen your spine, roll your left shoulder open. Right knee can stay bent. Work to straighten that left leg, or maybe work to straighten both. Inhale. Exhale and release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold again. Press into your feet, come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale. Oh, exhale, we're gonna dive right back over those legs. Uttanasana, fold. Halfway lift. And downward facing dog, take it back. Ready? Inhale. Take your right leg, lift it up, stretch it back. Exhale, right knee to this left tricep. Bring it forward, drop your left heel. Shift your weight to your right hand. You can grab the outer edge of your knee, the outer edge of your foot. This time we're gonna kick that foot straight toward the long edge of your mat. We can hang here. If you're feeling saucy, you can start to kick that heel toward the front edge of your mat, little Vishvamitrasana variation. And then we're gonna squeeze it back through. Left hand to the mat, right leg swings back. Down dog split, 0 to 60, and there was no warning. Bend your knees, stack your hip. I had to sneak it in there. Sorry. Gaze forward, crescent lunge. Right foot comes up. Inhale it up. Oh. Yeah, that was fun, right? Reach your arms up. And then grab that left wrist with your right hand as you root back through your left heel, lengthen up, and take a lean over to the right. I know, lots of leans, but it's worth it, I promise. Inhale up through your crescent, open, warrior two. On your exhale, flip your front palm, reach up, stretch back. Again, we're just working length here through this right side. Keep your core strong, even as you sink into your thigh. Yes. Press into your foot. We're gonna come into reverse Trikonasana, working more length through that right side. Yes. Inhale, come on, back up. As you exhale, bend your knee. We're gonna come into side angle. You can bring this right forearm down. You can come all the way down to the inside of the foot, block or the floor. Take this top arm, stretch it long. We got this. Glue through the outer edge of your back foot. Feel this inner left thigh. Lift and extend back. You're gonna windmill this left hand down to the floor. Step it back, down dog split. Right leg lifts, and then into pigeon. Slide it forward. All right, just check back with that left leg. Make sure everything's good back there. Scissor through your inner thighs. Gonna keep the legs active as you root down through this right shin. Inhale, sit a little taller. And when you exhale, come out and over. And close your eyes and breathe. All right, slide your hands underneath you. Okay, so now you're gonna gaze back at that left foot and roll onto your butt. So now you're gonna face the long edge of your mat. Right, oh, these are your left toes. Left toe is pointing straight up. And then you're gonna bring the sole of your right foot to your inner thigh. So we end up looking like this. And actually your legs are kind of in a 3 o'clock position, right? We've got 90-degree angles happening here. And I'm gonna spin around because I'm gonna get confused if I don't keep my body in this position. Stick around, you'll know exactly what I mean. Okay, now your left hand is gonna come to the top of your right thigh. Right arm's gonna come up. You're gonna reach up and over. So the idea here is we're reaching toward your foot. And maybe you can reach your foot. Maybe your foot is a million miles away and you want a little oomph here. You can grab your strap. And we're just gonna work your gaze underneath your armpit. Feel this top shoulder pull back and breathe. Take another breath. And then we release the grab or the strap, press into your left heel, come all the way up, plant your hands to the top of the mat. Downward facing dog. Vinyasa if you want it, come on forward. You can hang in dog or child's pose. Ride the breath. Take a moment, pause where you want to be. Downward facing dog or child's pose. We're not moving super fast, but we are, you know, we are working. So honor how you feel. Take a pause if you want it. Ready for the second side? I think we are. All right, downward facing dog. Take this left leg, lift it up, kick it back. When you exhale, you're gonna drag your left knee to the outer edge of your right tricep, drop your right heel. Grab the inner knee, the outer edge of your foot. We're gonna kick this puppy forward. You can stay right here, or you can sweep into a little Vijvamuttrasana variation. Oh! Bring it back through. Plant your right hand, swing your left leg up, and then give yourself a second to stack it open. All right, crescent lunge, left foot forward. Come on up. We're almost there. I am not timing this at all, so take your arms and reach it up. It's a free-for-all. All right, grab that right wrist with your left hand, press back through your right heel, keep your tailbone scooped, your belly engaged, and you're gonna lean to the left. But keep trying to kind of tilt your pelvis just a little. Yeah, inhale up, exhale, warrior two. All right, flip your front palm, reach up, stretch back, reverse warrior. Straighten your front leg, reverse Trikonasana, even more length through that left side. Inhale it up, exhale through warrior two, and then side angle. You can come onto the forearm, come onto the inside edge of that foot, right arm reaches, reaches, reaches. Oh, yeah. Feel that inner right thigh lift, outer edge of your right foot nice and strong. Take a breath. Then we windmill it down. Down dog split, left leg up. Pigeon, sweep it around and forward. Okay. That right leg comes straight back behind, toes pointing back. Root through your left shin. Inhale. Exhale, come out and over. There's a little bit of a intermission, a little quiet place in our practice. So allow yourself to enjoy it. Yeah. Then slide your hands underneath you. Gonna roll onto this outer left hip. Gaze back, because now you're gonna roll all the way onto your butt, so those right toes point straight up, and then bring the sole of your foot in a little closer. If you find that this configuration doesn't work, you can always kind of adjust the distance. This is just the distance I like, so play with it. Right hand's gonna come to the top of your thigh, sit up nice and tall, and now we reach up and over with that left hand. So I'm like a lot of miles away. So for this pose, I normally wouldn't use a strap. I'm gonna be honest with you, I would just allow myself to just kind of be here. But because this pose involves some of this crazy action, I'm gonna use a strap. So you can grab a strap if you want it and strap that foot. So now you can focus on rolling open and taking your gaze underneath your armpit. Oh. This will help for later. Well, I mean later is in like in a minute and a half. But this will help for our infinity pose. Another breath. Okay, we can unwind that, release the grip or the strap. Hands to the top of the mat. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Now if you want a vinyasa here, you can absolutely grab a vinyasa. If you want a down dog or a child's pose, give yourself a second. We're gonna go into our final kind of peak pose here in a moment. So when you land where you wanna be, settle in for a breath. We're 17. And relax. Okay, here goes. So we're gonna come on up in the table and grab your strap. Like I said before, you might not want it. If you're super open in your hips and your hamstrings, you might not need it, but just have it at the ready, just in case. You're just gonna bring it to the top of your mat. All right, and here we go. This is when you employ your sense of humor and your what the fuck attitude, right? Because who cares? Let's do it. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Okay, so here we go. Right hand is gonna come underneath, backpack strap. Now, left foot is gonna sweep over to the left. Weird, but true. Come onto your left forearm, and then you're gonna grab the outer edge of your right foot, and you're gonna lower yourself down. So you're hanging here, cool as hell, on your left side. If you want, you know, you can play. Take your left leg, straighten it up. Maybe straighten your right leg. I don't know, maybe some fun here. Why not, actually? Let's do it, okay? Then we're gonna bend this knee in again for a second. Take your right hand to the, no wait, hold on. Don't let go of that foot yet, because it's gonna go all sorts of wonky. Now you're gonna let your left arm gracefully come all the way down to the floor, all right? Now, left hand is gonna grab the strap, and you're gonna take the left hand to the right foot, okay? Now we're here. Right hand can drop, okay? We've got this leg all up on it. Beautiful, we love it, it feels great. You're with me. Now you're gonna take this right leg, kick it up. If you can hold on to your foot with your left hand, more power to you. Now to finish our infinity pose, you're gonna bend your left knee. Grab for the top of your foot with your right hand. And you can just let your head rest on your bicep. And then you can gaze up to the sky, feel the corners of your mouth lift. Ding, and the little ding comes onto your teeth because they're bright and shiny and you're happy. Yes. And then slowly, we're gonna let everything onto the floor. Take a second. You're still with me. Let's do it again. On the other side, okay? I'm gonna flip around. So my back isn't to you on this one, since, you know, it's our peak pose and it's super important. You don't have to, but I'm gonna. So we're gonna come into table. You know what, tuck your toes under. Sit back on your heels, give yourself a second. Fingers interlaced behind you. Okay, here we go, table. Strap toward the top of the mat. Step your left foot to the outside edge of your left hand. Okay, here we go. Left arm's gonna come underneath. We've got this, okay? We've got this leg on now, like a backpack strap. Bring your right forearm down onto the floor. Sweep your right leg behind you, grab the pinky toe edge of your foot with your left hand, and we're gonna roll. Cool as hell, right? Here we are again, posing for our class pictures. You can straighten your right leg, take this left leg, stretch it up, feel super sassy. I don't know, I do. So, you know, maybe you do too. Okay, and then we're gonna bend the knee, keep a hold, take this right hand, and walk it out. All right, so you don't kind of wobble, you can bend your right knee already. Take the strap into your right hand, or you can take your right hand to the pinky toe edge of your foot. My body says hell no, but maybe your body says hell yes. I'm gonna use the strap. Right hand strap over this left foot. Okay, left hand can drop now, because now we're not crazy. And you're gonna extend this left leg up. Let your right arm drop by your ear. Peg yourself in the face with the edge of your strap. Okay, we're here. Now, you can pull your left or your right heel in, grab it with your left hand, and here we are. Once again, in this place of glorious infinity pose. It's lovely, right? It's lovely. Take a breath. And then let it all go. You can get rid of the strap. Roll onto your back. And take a minute. You did it. All right. Let your knees sway a little bit to the right. Let them sway a little bit to the left. And then back to the right. My body doesn't want to do anything else. Back to the middle and over to the left. Okay, then plant your feet about hips distance apart, somewhere in there, arms alongside. Let's go for a bridge. Press into your feet, lift your hips. You can take your hands, walk them underneath, interlace your fingers, lengthen your tailbone, feel the center of the back of your head press. Yes. Inhale. When you exhale, release. Roll it down. And then draw both knees in. Make some circles. If there's anything else you want to do, if you want to go upside down, we're almost at like a full class length here. So if you want to pause, if you want to go upside down, find a headstand, shoulder stand, handstand, L at the wall, anything you want to do, absolutely by all means. You might as well throw it in if you've got an extra 5 minutes and that's in your practice. Legs up the wall is also legit, right? Otherwise, since I'm probably way beyond my 45-minute kind of self-imposed cap that I was going to put on it, we're going to go into Shavasana. But if there's anything else you need, take the time, please, and do it, because you're already here. You've already cut out this time in your day. You might as well give yourself exactly what you need before you roll all this up and continue. All right? When you're ready for it, you're going to lay yourself out. If you want a blanket underneath your knees, if you want to come into your Supta Baddha Konasana again. We did a lot of hip openers, so it might just feel good to keep your legs stretched out. And feel the weight of your body settle. And feel the support of the floor rise up to meet you here. And notice the places where you still hold on through your neck, your shoulders, the base of your skull. Maybe it's in your belly and your low back. See if you can slowly start to soften and let yourself melt into the floor. And feel your breath slow and deepen. Let your next breath be a little deeper. And feel the energy of your body come back to the surface as you move your fingers, your toes. Let your head go side to side. And then draw both knees in. Come to rest on one side. And when you get there, take a deep breath and pause. In the space between Shavasana and the rest of your day, stay attuned to your breath. When you feel ready to re-emerge, you can press into the strength of your arms. Come on up and find a comfortable seat. If your eyes have come open, let them slide closed for a moment. Feel your sitting bones root down, let the crown of your head stretch up. Bring your palms together into Anjali Mudra and bow your head and honor your time here on the mat. Honor your hamstrings and your hips and your courage to step one foot in front of the other here on your mat and out in the world. And I want to say thanks for practicing with me today. Please, by all means, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Hopefully this was helpful at demystifying your infinity pose. Maybe. Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. Check out some of my other videos. Hope to see you soon.